like the NFL and the MLB. I hope Canada doesn't blow out his knee. Got the NCAA and the NBA too. Drink Mexican water, you'll have to poo. Can't leave out the NHL. Aaron Rodgers says the words are spelled, so kick off your shoes.
All right, welcome to PSC Sports Talk. We have Jeff back from some contractual obligations, as we've been calling it.
I'm back.
Oh, and we got Max too. We got some bling on 2 out of 3 of us.
Here we go.
All right, NFL Week 1 tomorrow. Look, I even took notes. I was in the middle of notes when Max was like, "We going at 8?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess we can." But that's what I texted Jeff.
Yeah, why not? Shit.
Hey, if we're home
So
early, we
tomorrow.
Get early. Do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So Week 1, let's start with tomorrow. It's some primetime games. Tomorrow on Amazon, which my Amazon Prime renewed. I forgot about again this year.
Well, it's good we watched the game then.
Well, yeah, but I just wasn't expecting it to come out.
Gotcha.
You pay for that yearly? Ouch.
I was like, oh man. Baltimore, Kansas City.
It's gonna be a good game.
I think Kansas
so.
City covers
You think so? They're what?
3.
By 3?
I think 3 or 3.5. Let me see. I wrote that down too in my notes.
You know what though? It's one of those I could see it going either way. Think about what Kansas City did last year against Detroit in that first game, and they look flat, like almost like a Super Bowl hangover. I got a coin toss. I think Kansas City's going to win, but I think it's going to be close. I don't know if they're gonna cover the spread on this one.
Kansas City by 3.
Yeah, it'd be close, but I think Kansas City still wins.
Max must be muted because he's talking.
Yeah, it was. My bad.
Yeah, it's I don't know, Kansas City. I know everyone has them as the favorites. I just don't see them as good as last year this year.
I think they're still going to go to the Super Bowl.
I said everybody, not necessarily me. It'll be interesting. Will they have any Taylor Swift style plays tomorrow?
I don't know, but I guarantee she's going to be there at the game, though.
I bet she does the intro, so I'll say that.
What's the over/under on how many times they show her up in the box?
If she's there, 20.
I can see that.
Over/under though, over/under 20. I mean, 20 is just a number. It's going to be more or less.
I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna say less. I'll go probably about 12.
But it'll be interesting to see how Baltimore does tomorrow. I mean, the Derrick Henry monster.
I was gonna say they got a new running back.
Yeah, I think
Lamar's got to get 50 yards of rushing. Lamar's got to get 50 yards
big
rushing.
for them, having Henry. No pun.
It'll be interesting. I mean, he doesn't. He's not a zone read kind of running back though, and they run a lot of that zone read shit. He's more of a I formation type guy, and they don't really run that. So it'll be interesting to see how he does running out of the shotgun all the time, because he's used to taking the ball handoffs from under center.
I bet they have some normal plays for him that he's used to. Plus, he had to.
Oh, I'm sure they wouldn't have paid him what they paid him without doing that. But
speaking of paid.
Oh yeah, no kidding, huh?
Did you see Surtain's deal?
No, I didn't. I heard he got an extension, but I didn't hear what the number was on it.
It's like 4 years, 96 million, 77, I think, guaranteed.
Whoa.
77?
Yeah, I want to say that's what it was.
How much of Trent was guaranteed? I didn't see that either.
Yeah, I didn't look at that. But
83 million for him.
Guaranteed money on his contract is bigger than what the Bears gave Jalen Johnson. He just took the cornerback market up a little more,
Yep. More
No end in
players
sight.
fucking the system.
I think it's
Kind
like
of glad we got
24.
Jalen Johnson locked in before they re-signed him.
Yeah, no shit.
Because you can imagine how much more Johnson would have wanted.
Yeah, I think Johnson's at 19 million a year. Surtan's is like 24 or something.
That's
But hell,
that's close to receiver money right there.
that's what I was about to say. I mean, they're getting close to what these receivers went to.
Yeah.
But we were talking about that the other day. Remember? I mean, when was it going to be that the cornerbacks are going to come up since all the receivers are making all the money?
Well, here it is.
Here goes the league.
You know, it's and running backs still. Are there any running backs that averaging 20 million a year?
Not anymore.
I saw somewhere that Austin Eckler is the highest paid running back right now.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to pay running back anymore because they're a dime a dozen. I mean, the
Exactly.
running back position is almost like a secondary third string type of player on the offense now.
Just pick a guy in the late rounds and run a rookie out there until you break him, and then just get another one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just disagree with how they're so underpaid. I mean, they run and they catch now.
Well,
And
some of
block.
them-
You have a few receivers that will, run a little bit, but not like the running backs do. I mean, they take a beating pretty much more than anybody.
Running backs, yeah, it's the hardest position in football. Running back and linebacker.
And,
and center.
Yeah, I said, yeah, true.
yeah. And they just, no, we'll just toss you aside.
Right,
Okay.
get a new one. There's another
I
guy.
mean-
There's another guy out there that runs 4.4 and he's 240 pounds. There's lots of them out there.
Yeah, I guess that's the way of the world now.
Yeah, it sucks though.
So that was
Doesn't mean I have to
Thursday.
like it.
Thursday on Amazon tomorrow. There's a Friday game.
Yes, there is.
It's in Brazil. The Fudge Packers at Philadelphia in Brazil. Okay.
Eagles.
And it's on,
Eagles by
it's on
2.5
Peacock.
on the cock.
It's on the cock. We're going to say cock quite a bit because Peacock's got a lot of these.
There's gonna be a lot of people not watching that game.
I probably will because
East.com.
I don't know. Did you see the Eagles uniforms for this game? They decided
heard
to get
they had
rid
to
of the
change 'em.
green. They're going
I heard they were
black,
blacked
and
out.
it actually looks really good.
Yeah, I heard they were blacked out. I didn't see
Yeah,
them
it
yet,
looks cool.
black with green letters.
No green in it. They just everything that was green is now black. Just for Friday's game.
So what about the Packers? They all yellow and white?
I don't know. I don't know what the Packers are doing. They're retarded, so they're probably just going to keep the same uniforms.
though.
Hey, Jeff, what's the second besides the Bears win? What's the other best game on Sunday?
Packers loss.
Exactly.
Bears could lose as long as the Packers lose. Everything writes itself out.
That's right. That's how we roll. Thoughts on this game? They're both in Brazil. They're both not going to be used to it. I don't know how long they've been there.
I think they flew out yesterday. I think.
The time difference is not that much. I think it's only an hour ahead, so it's not terrible.
Yeah, but they can't leave their rooms.
No. But it's one of those where you got the Packers with Jordan Love going into sophomore year. I still think he's going to have a sophomore slump. The Packers are due for a quarterback that's going to have a sophomore slump. That being
Exactly.
said, the Eagles are good, but they don't have what's his face, Jason Kelce at center anymore. You got a revamped offensive line. Is it going to work the same? You got to think about it. Jason Kelce was the heart and soul of that line. He knew the tush push is not going to be the same as it was.
No, it's definitely not going to be.
No,
I forgot.
I think
about
it's going to be a close game. I think the Eagles still pull it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Eagles
still
are favored
think
by
so,
2.5. I think so too. I don't know if I think that Jordan Love's going to have the slump that you guys think he's going to have, but I don't think he's going to have as great of a season as he did last year, or maybe about the same.
I saw a statistic. I forgot where it was. It was pre-rankings, final preseason pre-rankings for the teams. They had the Packers at number 3 overall in the NFL. They had the Lions 1, the Chiefs 2, and then the Packers at 3. I don't understand how they got
over San Francisco.
San Francisco was number 4. They had the Packers above San Francisco.
They might not have had Ayuk and Williams signed.
Still,
without them, I'd put them over them. I mean,
yeah, I think it was the Sporting News that had Green Bay at number 3, and I can't see that.
No, I think even though in my fantasy team I did take Jacobs, and as we discussed on our live stream with fantasy, hey, my running backs usually get hurt or something. So I was going with
that was one for the team, though.
Yeah, that was for little real life help on the Bears. But he just signed for some money. I don't see him going to be having that great of a year with them. I actually think Philadelphia, I don't want to say blowout, but they easily cover that spread.
Yeah, I think they easily cover. I just you got to remember they got Saquon Barkley too, and Sirianni would love to just pound the ball down your throat too. So hopefully the Packers don't have a good run defense. But yeah, definitely they cover though.
What do you think, Jeff?
I think Eagles win. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it'll be a closer game. I think you're going to have a lot of rust from the first week is always going to be like get the rust off. You haven't had a full game played by the starters since last season. By the third quarter, you're going to see some guys that are a little gassed. It's going to be balls to the walls the first 2 quarters, fourth quarter. Third quarter, you're going to see a little sluggish. Fourth quarter, I think they're going to pick it up just to get rid of the gas in the tank. By week 2, by week 3, I think everybody's stamina will be close to full game. I think you'll have more of a true test on what teams you really have.
Right. So that's tomorrow on the cock.
Yeah, definitely.
We know Max will be on the cock.
I love the cock. Nope. Streamseast.com.
Sunday night. Los Angeles Rams at Detroit. I think I saw Detroit by 3.5. Hey, this is on NBC and the cock as well.
I think
Detroit 3.5.
I think Detroit's going to blow the shit out of them. The Rams are not the same team as they were. No, they have no Aaron Donald also, by the way.
Exactly. I think this will be this one could be really, really ugly for the Rams.
Where's it at? Detroit or is it Los Angeles?
It's at Detroit.
Oh, yeah. Detroit by a zillion.
Because, Eminem's coming out there. He's going to do the Star Spangled Banner. He's going to do the, opening introductions. He's going to do the halftime show. He's going to do it all and get that crowd into it.
While eating mom's spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to get it all over his sweater, too.
His white T-shirt.
But, yeah, this could be bad for the Rams. It could help them like, okay, we better turn this around quick.
Right.
I just don't see it. I don't see it from the Rams. I think they're too old of a team. I mean, you got some good receivers, but then again, Stafford can't stay healthy anymore.
Well, you brought up Stafford. I was reading something earlier. So there's only been like 8 NFL quarterbacks that have thrown for over 60,000 yards. Rodgers, I think it's like 900 yards away, somewhere in that vicinity. And Stafford could hit it this year. He's like 3,900 yards away. It's hard to believe, back then with Dan Marino in the 80s. When did he retire? 99, 2000?
I think it was 98.
Something like that.
He had 61,000 passing yards, and he's the only one up to that point. And just look how the offense is now.
Yeah, what did Brady end up retiring with? Oh, it was like 90,000, wasn't it?
89,000, but if you include playoffs, it's over 100.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have
Fucking
it's
Tom.
Brady, Breeze, and I think then Manning. That'd be Peyton Manning, not Eli Max.
Yeah, I know. Are you sure Breeze has more than Peyton though?
Yes, he had 80,000.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
Manning didn't hurt that,
I believe you.
I mean, hey, does he play 2 or 3 more extra years? I mean, because Breeze played 20, Brady played 23. You know, Manning's was like 17. You take away that injury year, that's like 16. I mean, he could have blown them away, but it is what it is. Only 3 have done 70,000.
Only 3?
So far.
Russell Wilson will probably get it.
Dude, he's not even, I don't think he's hit 50,000.
Let's look to see. Russell Wilson.
God, I wish I could hear you. God, I wish I could hear you.
Who are you talking to there, Max?
I didn't realize Russell Wilson was 35 years old. Let's see. Total yards for Mr. Wilson. He has thrown, he's not even close to 50. He's at 43,653.
Well, he's going to play for at least 10 more years.
Not at the rate he's going. He is going downhill fast. And he plays on Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
now.
he's a ticking bomb.
He is the oldest 35-year-old I've ever seen in the NFL. And that's including George Blanda.
He looks horrible.
George Blanda, who looked like he was 78 when he was 31.
Nice. You know, I didn't know Phillip Rivers had over 60,000 passing yards till I was looking at that.
Yeah, he promised.
Yeah, he
a
threw
certain
for
amount
a lot of
of
trash
yards.
yards.
He had.
Matt Ryan was another one that I remember off that list. Ben Roethlisberger had like 64. I think Roethlisberger's the one after Peyton. I think he's 4.
Phillip Rivers was good. He was fun to watch.
Yep. So Max, Rams, Detroit, you thinking blowout too?
Not a blowout. I think it's going to be closer than you guys think, but I still think the Rams are going to win at home. Campbell's biting knees, man. Campbell's biting knees.
You mean Detroit wins at home?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Could have sworn you said Rams at home, but you know.
No, I said the Rams are going to make it close, but closer than you guys say, but no, Detroit's still going to win. Like I said, Dan Campbell biting knees.
I gotta keep an ear out for some of your lingo that you throw out there and there.
My Rich Gannon.
Yeah, well, moving on to Monday night's game. The Jets at the Niners. There's only one Monday Night Football game this year, which is
that's probably because they're playing the Friday game.
Still, you'd think the NFL would want to get their money.
They're going
to
get their money. Friday's game.
San Francisco by 5.5 is what I was seeing.
I got San Francisco winning that game. At home. The only thing that would make it more funnier is if Aaron Rodgers blows out his other Achilles tendon.
Well, I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to stretch this one. I'm going to say that Aaron Rodgers plays the whole game. That's what I'm going to say. Aaron plays the whole game.
He probably will, but I'd like to see him not.
Yeah, he's not on the Fudge Packers no more.
Aaron will play the whole game.
I don't not like him as much as I didn't like him before. I mean, I still don't like him, but just I like him. Yeah, anyway.
I will never like him, just like I never liked Brett Favre.
Oh, Favre.
Fuck Brett Favre. and his
Yeah,
fucking
he was in that list too.
Oh,
He's a
Favre.
creepy old man now.
Yeah, Favre was. He had over 60,000. He might have been number 8.
Favre's been creepy for a while.
Yeah, he's got some brain issues going on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely suffers from CTE. I would definitely
yeah.
assume so.
Oh, dude, you know he did. Wonder if he's one of the ones
Exactly.
that signed up for when it's time to get checked.
Probably not. He's from Mississippi.
Probably not. Yeah.
What? They don't want to open it up and say, oh, look, Mississippi mud cake.
That's what's gonna happen if they do Terry Bradshaw. I'll tell you that.
Dude, that guy's funny, dude.
Yeah, but he's out of it, bro. He's out
He
of it.
is, but he's funny.
He is funny.
I-
He is funny.
I met him last March, and dude's down to earth. He's funny.
You know, I seen a good documentary about Terry Bradshaw, and a lot of what you see on TV is a shtick. He is actually a very intelligent person, but it works for him, so he goes along with it because it makes for good TV. You know, when he was talking in his interview, he actually made a lot of sense. He's not as stupid as people think he is. It's like he said, they coined him stupid when he played in the NFL, and it worked for him. So he just kept going with it.
Hey, I'm not saying he's stupid. Dude's funny. I like listening to him.
He's just out of it. There's nothing wrong with being out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at our president. He's out of it, and he still gets to run the country.
Yeah. Yeah. I like watching him get off the planes and walk, and it's like how far before he falls over because he just so looks like he's about to fall over.
That's why they got all the Secret Service around him. Make sure he doesn't kill himself.
All right, moving on. All right,
Yeah.
let's hit up some other games. Let's hit up our hometown teams. Broncos at Seahawks. Max, who you taking?
It's a blowout. See, here's where the blowout comes is right here. We're going to whip the shit out of them. Well, it's at home. I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't cover that 6 points. But we'll see. But no, I think we'll cover. I think you're going to see a lot out of the defense. I think the defense is going to play well. I think McDonald's got them humming in the right direction. So,
Well, they still have Tyler Lockett too, right?
yeah, Tyler Lockett, DK, and Jigba, or Smith and Jigba. He's still number 3. But I think by the end of the season, he'll be number 2.
I don't know how you're going to take
Tyler
Lockett out. He's the go-to. He's their possession guy. Well, at least it was Russell's.
Well, we'll see though, because look what Grubb did at Washington. There was 3 guys that had 1,000 yards last year.
Well,
3 wideouts.
Jeff, what do you think?
DK needs to get more touches.
I think the Seahawks win on pure belief that Denver is pure ass.
Yeah,
So,
that too.
I mean, it's a no-brainer to take Seattle. I don't think Seattle's a bad team. I think they're going to be like middle of the road this year. But Denver fucking sucks. So
Yeah, they're still horrible.
you never take anything that Denver does unless they play Carolina or maybe New England.
Yeah, New England's pretty bad too.
Yeah.
Well, I think Jacoby's their starter, at least week
Yeah.
1 starter.
Yeah.
Did they announce that? I thought they were still in
they announced it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think they did.
Yeah.
Because I heard May way outplayed him, I guess, in the preseason, from what I heard.
Yeah, but they know their team is ass, so they're going to let him sit and learn, knowing that they're probably not going to win too many games.
Sacrificial quarterback.
Barbecued brisket.
You know, he almost retired from the NFL. He was like this close to retiring.
Well, he's been getting after everywhere he goes.
Yeah, he kind of does. You should know when you sign him. It's like, hey, something better is going to happen. Just
Right.
well, go sign him. Go sign him.
His nickname is Bridge.
No, barbecued brisket.
So yeah, I got Seattle winning this game, and they'll cover.
Yeah,
yeah.
Denver's just horrible. And
Who are they going with the starter? Are they going with
Knicks.
the rookie?
Yeah, Knicks
Yeah.
is getting the start.
yeah, I'm thinking by halftime, Seattle may be sitting some of their key players.
Wow.
Dude, I'm just looking at the Broncos on paper, like, and
They
maybe
got
they
nobody.
maybe they can do better on the field, but if Seattle has a huge lead, 28-0 at half, 35-0 at half, or even 28-7 or 35-7, do you keep your key players in week one?
No. Not after Kenneth Walker gets his 100 yards and a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Is that your fantasy running back?
Yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, he's on one of my teams. I think two of them
I had him
actually.
last year.
But
He did good. I picked him up like
Yep.
mid-year when
off the
mine
scrap
got
heap.
hurt. Pretty much. Yeah, Broncos just it's no bueno
No.
in Denver. I mean, I wonder if Denver in their TV booth has the South Park gang doing it. I mean, because that would attract some viewers. Just
Oh my God, they killed Kenny.
Oh, they killed Bo Nix, you bastards.
I mean, you got to do something to draw in some ratings because yeah, it's not going to be pretty. I don't think this year for them.
No.
So then we go to Titans at the Bears. Jeff, who you taking?
I got the Bears.
I got the Bears.
It's a trifecta. Caleb Williams is going to throw for 300 yards.
Oh, I hope so. I hope you're right. I really, really hope you're right. That would put me in a very, very good mood. It's funny because ask my wife, the basis of my mood for the next 4 months depends on what happens with the Bears on Sunday.
Yeah, it's the Bears.
Yep.
So I think the defense. Here you go. You got the Titans that don't have Derrick Henry anymore. They've got a second-year quarterback who showed flashes of being decent last year, but then he showed signs that he was a rookie. He's good. He's okay.
He has a sex tape.
Hey,
they got Calvin Ridley too.
Yeah. But then again, you got to play the Bears defense, who I think has improved since last year,
I think
which is
good.
hard to,
Yep. I like the move.
I don't think you have enough. Before with the Titans, you had Derrick Henry that you had to keep your eye on, knowing that he was going to get the ball. He was going to be your workhorse. So now you can kind of focus on rushing that quarterback, knowing that they're probably going to pass more than they're going to run the ball.
Yep.
I don't.
They got DeAndre Hopkins.
Is he still playing?
I'm pretty sure he's on the Titans.
He might be hurt. I don't see Williams. I don't see Williams hitting 300 yards. I was looking at the defense of the Titans. I'm like, you know what? The Bears need to play it smart with Williams this game. Don't go out there overly passing. Use Swift, quick passes, and take your shots every now and then. And just play it safe. Let Williams get comfortable.
I think you're going to have a decent mix of pass and run in this week. And I think a lot of what I've seen in preseason and a lot of what people said about Shane Waldron is he likes to set up that play action with the run, which definitely suits the Bears. I mean, you got more than enough running backs to do that with. That being said, I thought somebody rapping at my window behind me, so sorry about that. I think it opens up the play action. I think that's where Caleb Williams gets his passing yards from is start out running the ball.
Yep.
Let the defense focus and stack the box, and then you open it up. And then you open it up to the three-headed monster you have in the receiving core.
Yeah, I could see Williams 200, maybe 250 passing yards. I would just play it safe because the Tennessee defense doesn't look that bad.
Okay.
Moogle them.
I'm working on that. I'm still working on the Denver one, so it takes me a minute.
Oh, you really were actually looking up Denver stuff?
Well, let's see who their commentators were. See if it was a pro at least, and neither of them
You
are.
really thought it was the South Park guys?
No, I knew it wasn't South Park guys. I just seen if it was John Elway.
They'll have the Broncos will have the pregame meeting just like at the Church of Denver. Let's go Broncos. That's about all they'll get. But
And Carter will
Bears
find out
wise,
who his daddy is.
no. Yeah, I think so. Might have been a couple different ones.
Yeah. Well, supposedly it was John Elway.
Oh, well, hey, don't cross Cartman because ask Scott Tenorman. That's the one where he killed his parents, ground them up, and made them into chili and fed them to Scott Tenorman.
Oh, God. Okay, I remember that.
And I think it was all because Tenorman gave him pubes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so that was page 1 on my stuff. So I'm on page 2. All right, 3 questions. I just came up with 3 questions. See what you guys think.
All right, shoot.
All right. If the Cowboys lose, is McCarthy's seat even hotter than it is just off of week 1?
Yes.
Yeah, I would think so. Jerry just paid CD. He's doing his part.
I was seeing that it's a very close line with them and the Browns, and I'm just not seeing the Browns, but I could see Dallas blowing this game, even though I think Dallas should win.
I don't see Dallas. They're at home, right?
I don't remember.
Probably Dallas.
I think
is always
so.
at home.
I think so.
Yeah. If any other team, I could see Dallas losing it. I don't like Cleveland this year. I don't like the two quarterbacks that they have. I think that it's gonna play out bad for them in the long run.
Yeah, I think Dallas should win, but what if they lose?
Well,
Hey,
if Dak gets injured, then there's a very good possibility that they could, because then they got Trey Lance going in there, and I can't believe he made a pro roster by throwing, 5 picks in the last preseason games and then 2 fumbles.
It's preseason. He was trying new stuff out.
Yeah. Launch angle.
You threw like practice balls to third string quarterbacks and personnel that probably got cut.
Yep.
Oh, the Bears
Some of them made it onto practice squads.
So what, Max?
I said some of them made it onto practice squads.
Yeah, some of them for now.
Trey Lance's ass.
Yes.
Yep. So Max,
Dak, but
you agree with Jeff on the McCarthy hotter seat?
I think so. Like I said, Jerry just paid fucking CD. He's doing his part. Mike's got to do his part.
Well, can't totally blame Coach all the time.
They got Zeke back too, don't they?
Yeah, but who else is in their backfield besides Zeke? Is Zeke not their starter?
Oh no, they signed the guy I was talking about a few weeks ago. He was on the Jets. He was with the Vikings.
Oh, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, they signed him. Yeah, they signed Cook last week.
So they're going for the old man backfield. Okay,
I guess so.
I don't think Dalvin Cook's that old. Maybe 30.
For running
Not
back,
as old
that's
as-
pretty old.
That's
He was
Not
a
as old
running
as
back.
Zeke.
I'll look it up right now. Dalvin Cook he's 29.
Oh, so he's even older.
He's got some city miles on him too. I think
Yeah, but he sat most of last year.
he didn't play very much.
No, he was injured last year, wasn't he?
It was what?
Wasn't he injured last year?
No, they cut him and he went to the Jets. I think he got injured for a little bit, but he just didn't
He
have
couldn't be
playing time with the Jets.
Yeah.
Last year he averaged 3.2 yards a carry. He only had 214 yards.
Yeah, how many carries?
67.
Yeah, see, he did not play much. His body should have got a good rest. And
You're off.
I like Cook. I liked him when he was in the Vikings, even though he was on the Vikings. You know, he's a good running back.
He's a great running back.
I would take him over Zeke at their points of their careers.
See, what bothers me about Delvin Cook on the Jets is that you had a team without Aaron Rodgers. So you really didn't have a quarterback to throw the ball. That's when he should have shined and had a good season.
Yeah, but he was like their third string running back.
Yeah, he couldn't get past Brees Hall.
Yeah, they had Hall and another guy. He was their third.
He was signed for insurance, I think, more than anything else.
Yeah, pretty much. Who's your upset pick of the week, guys? I got mine wrote down.
Let me take a look real quick at the schedule.
I'll tell you what mine. I almost took Pittsburgh as the upset, but I didn't because they'll probably stick with Russell the whole game. But I took Jacksonville over Miami as my upset.
Motherfucker.
Ooh.
Why you dissing my fucking Fins, man?
I'm not dissing them. I'm just taking Jacksonville. McDonald just got that big old McDonald's supersized contract. His head's getting even bigger than his toothpick body.
Yeah, I didn't know he signed an extension.
Yeah, he got an extension.
Good for him.
All right, I got my upset of the week. Looking at the schedule, I'm actually going to go Pittsburgh over Atlanta.
See, and I almost did that one, but I think they'll keep Russell in the whole time.
For some reason, I just have this feeling that they're going to outplay Atlanta. Atlanta's one of those teams you don't know what you're going to get. You could get a good game from them. You could get a really shitty game. They're playing at home. It all depends on how Cousins actually plays after not playing since his Achilles. You know,
right.
Is he going to be, he wasn't very mobile beforehand, but he also doesn't have the offensive line that he had in Minnesota.
Isn't their offensive line decent in Atlanta?
I
thought they had a couple of good ones.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't think they were good last year.
If your offensive line is good, usually your coach doesn't get fired.
This is true.
Well,
Carolina over the New Orleans Saints. That's my lock of the week.
Oh my God, are you high right now?
Not even upset. That's your lock of the week.
It's a lock, baby.
Max's magic.
Don't bet on that, people.
Wow, how much you wagering on that, Max?
Well, a unit.
Just one?
Just one. $5. Sure, I'll throw $5 on it. Why not?
Just throw Finsky on there.
All right. Last question I got. So of all the holdouts / hold-in players that we've seen this year, do any of those players affect their team negatively where they could possibly lose and change their game plan? I got mine written down.
Yeah, it's always a possibility.
Okay, well, if so, which one?
I don't know. Who do you have? Who do you like? Name some examples.
Okay, the one I wrote down was Jamar Chase. The whole still not playing. He practiced today. They're going to have a couple different game plans. They don't have a running back. I mean, I think Jamar Chase is going to hurt.
That trade looks better and better and better every day, by the way.
Let's see. Who are the other ones? You had
I think Williams, to be honest with you. He hadn't had any practice at all.
Williams from the 49ers. You had Oog from the 49ers. God, who else was there?
From the Niners or just period?
No, from any of the other ones. I know there were a couple others.
Well, CD.
Those are the. Oh yeah, CD Lamb.
Oh yeah.
One guy that never showed up in for the Jets, Hassan Riddick.
Oh yeah, Yeah. But to me, that's not going to affect him because he never was there. He showed up for the introductory news conference and never went back.
Yeah, I think he said he retired too, I want to say, but who knows?
I think it could. I mean, yeah.
That it could be a trap game for the Niners, though. If Aaron Rodgers is as healthy as he says that he is, the Jets could go in there and whoop the Niners if they're not in sync. You know what I'm saying? Because Ayuk obviously didn't play in the preseason at all either, so he might have a little ring rust.
Yeah, but San Francisco's defense is way too strong for that.
That is true. San Francisco does have a good D, but
they got a very good D.
Jets do too, though.
Yeah, but they don't got Christian McCaffrey.
That's right. Good answer, Christian McCaffrey. My man.
And you know, with Williams holding out, they're going to have to run McCaffrey to the right a lot because if he goes to the left, it could be like Billy Bob from Varsity Blues.
We just watched that movie.
That movie's the greatest.
Well, the O lineman could go down instead of the quarterback. It could take out the running back.
Yeah.
Because Williams is 36. I just think Chase and the whole not knowing, hey, let's have a couple different game plans. Who the hell's your running back? T. Higgins is their one receiver. Yeah, they got Burrow, but it's a lot to change.
Unless that shit was planned. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know anymore with some of this shit. Maybe he just fucking told the coach, hey, I'm not going to fucking practice, but I'll be there week 1.
You know what? Well, then you know what? Come out and say that shit to your teammates.
Maybe he did. Maybe this is just a big fucking media ploy.
Oh, really? We'd have heard about that shit. It'd have been out there.
You never know.
Yeah, he just is like holding Cincinnati hostage. Who's Cincinnati even playing this week?
I got it up right here. Cincinnati is playing New England. That's a lock. Cincinnati's going to kick the shit out of them.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, still Chase is affecting that team. Hey,
they're also in Cincinnati.
Because I don't know all what Cincinnati really has on their defense anymore.
A lot more than New England has on their offense.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I got one other thing. It's not a question. Go ahead.
Minnesota being favored over the Giants is pretty funny. Minnesota's on the road too.
Yeah, but the Giants are fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so's Sam Darnold though.
You know what? I cannot discredit Sam Darnold because if you think about it, he played on a horrible Jets team and then he went to Carolina where careers go to die.
Not all careers.
So he didn't have anybody to throw to on either team. He's got receivers now he can throw to. If he has an okay season, then it wasn't him. It was the hand he was dealt with the Jets and the Panthers.
I have no faith Sam Darnold is going to be a good quarterback this year. That's what I'm saying.
I think Minnesota's in a much better as a team. They're better off than the Giants because to me, you got the Broncos and the Giants have a little better D. That's the difference to me on that one.
Yeah.
You wouldn't put New England down there too? I think New England's the worst team in the league.
I think they might do a little better than the Giants and Broncos. Broncos to me are horrible.
Carolina's
they are horrible. Carolina's coming around, I think.
No, I don't think so.
I
think their quarterback's an absolute bust.
Oh, I think so too.
Which I'm fine with. I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that too. They got the Bears like a huge freaking haul.
Yeah, the Bears still have one pick left. Their second round pick next year.
Yep.
Really?
Second round picks usually turn out pretty good.
Yeah.
And you got
that second round pick could easily be number 30, 33, 32.
It could.
It could. Which is basically like a late round first pick.
Pretty
It
much
is.
is, yeah. With
Yeah.
better contract options.
Kind of like who was it for Pittsburgh? Was it last year? Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got him at like 34 or some shit.
Yeah. They got that from the Bears.
The last thing I got wrote down, I'm gonna say the name of this college and let you guys go. Florida State.
Horrible.
Hilarious.
The only college team to lose consecutive games on 2 continents.
There's something else, another like first for Florida State I had heard too. I don't remember exactly what it was, but
Being ranked in the top 10 or something and being out of the top 25 in 2 weeks.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Or the only team to ever lose being top 10 2 weeks in a row or some shit.
Yeah, they
Unranked teams, maybe, who knows? But yeah, that's
I
a
mean-
dumpster fire. A dumpster fire.
that was bad. Now, granted, I think the top 25 rankings is a bunch of horse shit still, but man,
I
that
haven't
was
had your rant on that yet, but yeah, really bad.
We did a little rant the other day on it.
A little bit, but no, I thought you had a little more than that though.
Oh, it's buried. We're keeping it down.
It's
a little
festered.
bit.
Okay, good
Yeah.
job. I appreciate that. I'm sure the ones of the nuns do as well.
Yeah.
There are some good college football games this weekend though. Number 3, Texas is at Michigan. Number 10, Michigan. Baylor and Utah. That should be a good game.
You say
Iowa
Baylor
and
Utah?
yeah, Baylor and Utah. Utah's number 11, but Baylor's
I think-
unranked. But
I think Utah takes that one.
I think so too, to be honest. But Baylor's
Isn't-
good sometimes.
Isn't Utah where Malachi went from
Winningham.
USC?
Who's that?
The
No,
quarterback.
no, they got like a 30-year-old quarterback. He got a
Oh,
COVID
okay,
year and medical redshirt year, so he's like 26.
Okay, never mind then.
Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's gonna have a good year, I think. Calvin Auburn, another good one there. Number 14 Tennessee at number 26 North Carolina State. Colorado and Nebraska. That's always a good rivalry game.
I wasn't
they came
impressed
out
with the
on
last
Lacey
Colorado
Dice.
game I saw.
So what, Jeff?
I wasn't impressed with Colorado the last game. Even though they won, they played North Dakota State and made North Dakota State look like an SEC team.
Now they probably should have won by more, but North Dakota State usually is one of the top teams in their division.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
as good as everybody keeps saying that Colorado should be, they should be blowing these teams out of the water. I don't think Colorado's worth a damn, to be honest with you. They've got a few players and that's it.
Oh, I think Colorado's a lot better since Dion got there. They're not
Much
great,
better.
but they're probably middle of the pack. Maybe a game over 500, maybe a game under 500. But
They're the Big 12 though, so they could win it
No, they didn't last year.
because they were in the Pac-12 last year. The dissolved conference. We fucking quit. We were so good.
No, it's still there.
Yeah, the Pac-2.
Now, you did see that the Pac-12 and who was it? The MWC, the Midwest, couldn't come on terms for a schedule for 2025. So now
was it the Midwest or was it the Big Sky or whatever, like with Montana and like
no,
that
I think it was the Midwest.
Okay.
So now the Pac-2 got to figure out what they're going to do for a schedule.
Yeah.
Next year.
Or they're going to become independent. And then there's one more game. Boise State at number 7, Oregon. Oregon looked like shit on Saturday. Almost lost to some bum ass team. Boise usually puts a pretty good squad together, so it'd be interesting if they went into Autzen and fucking kicked their ass. Because Oregon is ranked number 7 as right now.
Oh, Jeff, I know you saw this. Johnny Hockey.
Yeah, that one hit hard. I've liked Johnny Hockey since Boston College. And to see that and his brother Matty, that was tough. That was a tough couple of days.
Yeah, the day before their
Day before
sister's
sister's wedding. Yeah.
wedding. You know, I mean, I read that. I was like, holy crap.
I saw it in the morning when I woke up. It was breaking news on my phone, and it was one of those. It's like, is this for real? Is this actually true? And then I went down the rabbit hole, getting ready for work, and it was like, it just kind of took the wind out of the sails.
Yeah, and I don't know how fast that driver was going because apparently, I guess, hit him from behind.
Hit him from behind, and he had double the blood alcohol content.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then told the cops, yeah, I had 4 or 5 or 5 or 6 or whatever he told them.
5 or 6 beers, he said. But
it had to be bad to kill 2 people.
Yeah.
On a bike. You know, it just that's just crazy.
Yeah. Johnny Hockey was on
bicycles.
Yeah, they're on bicycles.
Did you not see that at all, Max?
No, huh?
Oh,
That's
yeah, dude.
fucking crazy.
They killed him instantly, both of them. So he was flying.
Instantly? I just know they said when help arrived, they were declared deceased.
Yeah.
And that guy works in a rehab facility, by the way, too.
The guy that hit him?
Yeah.
Well, probably not anymore.
Right?
I mean,
he could be working for the man.
That's just horrible when I was reading.
Yeah, Johnny Gaudreau, he was on pace. He had Hall of Fame numbers, and only he was 31. He was playing since 2013. So that's 11 years. 11 years. He had first ballot Hall of Fame numbers. You know what? He probably still will make the Hall of Fame based on the numbers he has. Yeah. He was electric. He was fun to watch, and he gave the small guys, hope to continue to play hockey at a higher stage.
Yeah, that was dang. I hope the guy that did it gets everything and a little more.
He's he's a U.S. Army major also, or an ex-major, but he was a military guy too. Nuts.
Yeah.
The thing that really pissed me off is that the judge, the way that worked out for the holiday weekend, they could not get a preliminary hearing for bond until I think tomorrow, Thursday.
Yeah, it was till Thursday, and the guy was
Thursday, and he got real pissed off, and because he had to spend the week in jail. Well, you get used to it because you're going to be in jail.
Yeah, buddy, you're going to spend fucking at least 10.
Oh, I bet he gets more than 10.
Oh, I'm sure he was drunk too. So yeah, I mean,
well, he got 2 counts of vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah.
But he'll probably end up with life, which, depending where they are, life could be 25 years.
Or
I don't think he gets life.
It's 2 counts though, and they could run those consecutively too instead of concurrent.
They could.
So they could get him for like 40 instead of 20, or you know what I'm saying, like double it up.
Well, some states have, life is 25 years.
Yeah.
Right. Which really is like that makes it like 20 years really, or maybe even less than that depending on good time.
Yeah, it's let's change it to something a little more positive. Jeff,
yeah, man.
Cubs won 12-0.
They finally beat Pittsburgh. About time. Because that game last night sucked, and the game before that was even worse, considering they had the lead and they blew it in the 8th.
Oh, I know, and they didn't.
How do you go on a 10-game road trip and go 9-game road trip, go 8-1, and then come home to just to have 2 horrible games?
Shotoki Imanaga, whatever his name is, they had him throw 7 innings today. I'm sure that was on purpose
probably considering that the bullpen is ass.
Yeah, but Ian Happ, been watching his batting average since I've been knocking him. Maybe he's one of the ones of the nuns that doesn't watch.
Maybe
he's up to 247 average. And when I was knocking him, he was like 220.
Yeah, he's climbed, and so is PCA.
Yes. He's in the 230s now. And another one that's been doing a lot better, Maya, as far as at the plate.
Yeah, he's figured it out. But then they had an interview. They were talking with Ian Happ on The Score, and they were asking about Amaya. And Ian Happ made a good point, said, you got to think about it. He missed basically 2 years in the minors because of COVID, because the minors didn't come back right away. And they had no season at all in 2020. So
Wasn't he injured?
Yeah, he was injured, and then he lost the 2020 season with COVID. So he had 2 years where trying to play catch up. I think he's finally come around. Not only that, but you notice he's not pulling for the fences anymore. He's just spraying the ball and trying to make contact with it.
And that's what the Cubs have been doing on this winning streak. Just like Chili Davis did in his playing days. If it goes out, it goes out.
That PCA inside the park home run, 14 seconds to round from home to home. That's insane.
Yeah, he's hopefully next year it doesn't take him, 7 out of the 8 months to get going.
He's a rookie. It's ups and downs. You got to find that comfort zone when establish.
I'm just saying, I hope next year it doesn't take this long for him to catch on, because it appears he's starting to get it.
He's starting to figure out major league hitting.
Yeah,
he's using his speed as an advantage. I like that bunt a couple days ago against Washington.
Yes. The Cubs' best hitter, average-wise, guess who it is?
Is it Michael Busch?
No.
Bellinger.
Nope.
No. Oh, what's his face? Suzuki, isn't it?
Suzuki.
Yeah.
The one that he showed up the other day, and I think I shared it on Facebook.
Walter Payton jersey.
The Walter Payton jersey.
That. Yeah. That's how I know the Bears are going to 100% win on Sunday.
Because whatever, Suzuki, that was his name.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Amaga. No, it was Suzuki.
It was either Suzuki or it was
it was one of them.
Imanada, whatever his name is.
Any other random sports topics? WNBA. The Fever clinched the playoff spot. Chicago and Angel Reese. I don't know. I got like a week left. There's one spot left, and there's 3 teams all within a game for that last spot. It'd be nice to see Angel Reese. Chicago and 2 other teams.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, good to know. Good to know. How was SummerSlam?
SummerSlam was like a month ago, but Bash at Berlin was just.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Bash at Berlin.
Hold on, let me go back to WNBA standings. You asked, so you're getting them. Dun, 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 dun. Atlanta, Washington, Chicago.
Washington.
You got Chicago and ATL with 11 wins, and then the Politicians at 10 wins.
How many losses?
22 and 23.
You're telling me a team is going to make the playoffs? Playoffs?
Okay, remember, the WNBA is owned basically by the NBA. So, yeah, you're going to have teams 500 or less that make the playoffs.
Is 11 and 25 even like 25%?
I closed it already. I'm not going back to look at it. It's not good.
No, it's not.
Wow. Hey, well, they'll probably get swept in the first round. So,
Hey, you never know. First championship team, make the playoffs, win the championship, and have an insanely low winning percentage.
Yeah.
In any sport. Oh, and Jeff, I saw the White Sox. They were winning. So they might have got their 32nd win.
Well, we're gonna find out for sure on that one because the White Sox have led in many of games only to blow it.
Well, when I last saw it was 6-1 over the Orioles in the 8 innings.
Really? God damn it.
Let's see. Orioles needed that win too because they are just on the heels of the Yankees.
Yeah, they've been flip-flopping. Orioles were in first the other day.
Yeah, that's gonna end up being a good end of the year, you know what I'm saying? Good
Yeah,
pennant
White
race there.
Sox, they won 8. They hold on for an 8-1 victory.
So 32 wins.
Yeah, there's still 77 games under 500.
What is the worst record ever? Just you know off the top of your head?
It was
You
the
got yours on
Spiders.
that?
No, it's the Spiders in like 18 something. I think they had like 19 wins. But the modern day, I want to say, was the Mets.
Either the Mets or the Tigers. Didn't the Tigers like in 20 whatever win like I think they lost like 120 games.
Oh, we're gonna have to Moogle this one.
Yep. I'm trying to sign into my ESPN app. Sorry.
You sign out?
No, I got a new phone, so like I'm not signed into any of my apps. Sucks.
All right. Cleveland Spiders in 1899. 20-134.
Wow.
And then-
Wow.
Hold on, let me get to
So they
this
played
list.
150 games. Okay.
New
Yeah,
York
it was-
Mets at 40 and 120 and 62.
Yeah, they would have been the what do they call it? The modern.
The last team to have a horrible record was the Tigers in 2003. They were 43 and 119. The White Sox will surpass 119 losses this year.
I know they still got a month to go. They'll find a way. Hey, if you're going to come together as a team, you come together to lose and finish that, and you own it. You can't change nothing. You can't. There's no saving face. Just you know
No.
what? Go out there and
Wear it like a fucking badge of honor.
Yeah, if you're going to be good at something, be good at losing.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially for the White Sox.
Man, they were so bad. You see that play 2 days ago? The third baseman ran into the outfielder, and it looked like Little League. The ball just fell. And the Orioles announcers, I shit you not, said, "Wow, the White Sox just went full White Sox out there." Google it. It was the funniest thing I've heard in a long time.
That's a good one.
What else we got? We got anything else?
Not that I can think of. Says Mariners
No.
suck ass too. They're about as bad as fucking White Sox right now.
No.
They've fallen below 500.
The White Sox have been
How great our fucking
eliminated
second half.
from. They've been eliminated from the postseason for like a month.
Yeah.
That's how bad they are.
I've never seen a fifth place team so far behind a fourth place team in their division. It's not even.
I'm just saying
fun.
we had a 10 game lead around the All-Star break.
You had a 10-game lead around the All-Star
I'm
break
just
last
saying
I heard.
10 game lead. Yep. And now we're down 6 games. So 16 games turnaround in like 2 months or a month and a half. It's ridiculous.
Well,
The
as
White
you said a
Sox
couple
are
weeks ago,
the
made
White
a phone
Sox
call.
are the White Sox are 38 games behind the Detroit Tigers for fourth place.
and the Tigers aren't that far out of a wild card spot.
No, Tigers are 70 and 69. They actually have a winning record right now.
Yeah.
In fact, wild card spot, looking at them right now, the top three, you got Baltimore, Minnesota, and Kansas City with Detroit 5 games behind them. So literally everybody in the Central Conference, the AL Central, could possibly make the playoffs. Except for the White Sox. They died months ago.
Yeah.
They died on opening day.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And last I looked the other day, Cubs were 4.5 out of a wild card spot until they lost 2 games to Pittsburgh.
They did. Then New York won yesterday. Cubs are 4.5 games out of a wild card spot. They got a tall task because they gotta climb New York and Atlanta.
Yeah, but I was looking at their record, and if they can win the games that they should win, because looking at the teams they play, they ain't shit the rest of the season. I mean, there's some good ones in there, but they got a sub 500, right at 500 teams they're playing.
That and statistically, Craig Counsell has been dynamite in the month of September.
Well, and you heard what started that winning streak, didn't you?
No.
It was a candle. Was it a Taylor Swift? I think it was a Taylor Swift candle.
Okay, maybe. Okay, I did hear something about that. I was curious in the origin of the Taylor Swift candle.
Yeah, that when they started lighting that, I guess before the game, that's when they went on that insane streak. So they finished. Hey,
Baseball's awesome.
Kind of like when the Mets were in last place, and then Grimace threw out the first pitch, and they've been gangbusters ever since.
yeah.
Grimace, like from McDonald's.
Yeah, the purple gumdrop.
Hell yeah!
He threw out the first pitch, and the New York Mets are now pretty much tied with the Atlanta Braves for the wild card spot.
Now, did you see Lindor off the Mets has 30 home runs?
Yeah, he hit another one yesterday. He absolutely fucking crushed. He hit 2 yesterday. Crushed them both.
I hadn't heard his name come up like that in a few years. I mean, outside of when he got traded there and they put Baez with them and like, hey,
well, he's in the running for the MVP right now.
I'm probably sure. I mean, who else you can have in there?
I'm shocked at the Mets. I mean, well, okay, so Lindor wasn't 2. He hit 1 bomb yesterday, but then you got Pete Alonso, he's still fucking destroying the ball. He hit 1 yesterday that still hasn't landed yet.
Hey, Max might catch it here shortly.
Maybe.
I mean, MVP is probably going to end up being Ohtani out of the National League.
Probably.
I would think so. And Judge should get it in the American League, really, but
I would hope Judge got in the American League. He definitely deserves it. That batting average is
120 something RBIs already. I mean, geez.
Yeah, what's his batting average? Was it like 328 the last time I saw it?
Last I saw it was 330 something.
330 something?
Yeah, he's killing it.
I'll see what he's batting right now. The Judge.
Hey, next weekend, Rizzo comes back to Wrigley, I believe.
Oh, that's gonna be a tough series against the Yanks.
You know he's gonna get cheered.
Hell yeah!
They're probably gonna play a video for him, but they just took him off the IL, so I don't know how much he might really play though.
DH
324 is Judge's batting average right now.
Still pretty good though.
Yeah, 124 RBIs, 51 home runs.
Okay, but the thing that comes down to for all awards nowadays and Hall of Fame, what's his WAR? Is his WAR worthwhile?
He's at
91 home runs and 123 RBI. Yeah,
he's at a 9.4 WAR. That is definitely MVP right there.
Yeah,
you can't look at those stats anymore. Everyone looks at what's his WAR? What's the WAR?
Again,
he's got
if you have 51 home runs and 123 RBIs, there's no way your WAR is not going to be good. There's no way.
Then he's got a 1.163 on base percentage.
Oh, on base?
Yeah. On base plus slugging?
Just on ESPN, it's on base. Oh, no, on base plus slugging, yes. Yeah. 1.163.
And he missed a little bit of the year, too.
His on-base percentage is actually 457. It's almost half the time he's getting on.
And I was being sarcastic with the WAR because I can't stand that crap.
Me either.
No. I look at the stats. When you look at his stats, hey, yeah, that's the MVP right there.
I get WAR. I mean, I understand it's just a different metric to rate players, but Yeah, I'm still all about home runs, RBIs, batting average.
What impresses
And stolen
me is
bases,
that
but-
he's doing this after a year in which he was injured last year.
Yeah, no, I believe it was a foot injury too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yep. Toe, I
Yeah,
think.
man,
he
maybe.
only played 106 games last year.
And he missed part of this year for it. Might not have been the foot, might have been knee, something.
Yeah, he's only played in 137 games right now.
Yeah, I think he missed a week or two.
They still put him on for what over 150 games though. That's pretty good for a 6'5" outfielder.
He should have 60 home runs by the end of the season.
I think so. He might even press that record again, but
Well, if he gets close, you think teams start dodging him?
No.
This isn't Japan.
You know, if they're playing the Red Sox, you don't think the Sox sit there and like, screw you, take the base.
No, those
No.
and the Major League will bring the juice balls back too. You watch.
Oh, the juice balls are probably going to be back in the next year or two.
I'm okay with that. I just want to see a lot of dingers.
I just
Yeah,
want to see
no.
averages of back around 250 for an average player. You know what I'm saying? Like not 215 for
Yeah.
average players now.
You know, I'd be all right with, hey, bring steroids back into it. If everyone can use them like they were in the 80s and 90s, they all were using it.
You know my stance on that one.
If they all used it,
It's
it was
not a
level
combat
playing
sport.
field.
I want to see players on the juice. I want to see 700-foot home runs. I want to see 90-yard field goals. I
Yeah,
want to see
I
East
wanna-
Sherman with a thick ass and an even thicker Oprah mustache running down a track.
With a broad hanging out of his mouth.
I want to see like the summer of '98 with that home run chase.
That
Yeah.
was fun. And it was funny
You know-
because Griffey did it without steroids too.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah, but
going to the Cubs in Atlanta that year. I didn't get to see Kerry Wood pitch, but I did get to see Smoltz pitch for the Braves.
Not bad.
Got to yell at him. Got to throw a couple of jeering remarks to Mr. Klesko.
That guy's a bum.
Hey, and I wasn't mean. I just did like they did to Daryl Strawberry. I went, Ryan, Ryan.
He didn't appreciate it.
He didn't really acknowledge me. I mean, I wasn't being a douche, totally.
Complete, yeah, not a complete douche, just a partial douche.
It's not like I was calling him names. I was calling him his name.
Maybe he
Wasn't
doesn't like
being
his name.
derogatory. No. And you know what? He didn't do like NBA players do and get all kinds of offended and turn around and start yelling. It's part of the game.
The NBA is spoiled.
Yeah, players back then, oh, I got to kick this fan out. No. You
Yeah,
leave
deal
the
with it.
game early. You go change early. You get to around the stadium. You find that fucking fan, and you even it up with them. That's what
Right?
you do. Don't do it on
That's
TV.
what a real man would do. Right? Because then you get in trouble.
Yeah, you don't do it on TV.
You beat the piss out of him out of the back alley, you drop a stack on top of him so he can pay for his medical bills, and then you just leave.
Yeah, well, if you don't wake up, is that stack going to still be there?
Well, maybe
You know,
stuff
it's
it in
like-
his pants or something. Or stuff it up his
it's like-
ass, maybe. I mean,
Who was that with the Red Sox? Was it the Red Sox? Yelled at the fan, called it. It was like, what'd they say? A anti-gay remark or something to the fan.
oh, yeah. I think it was the Red Sox.
It's like, you know what? Whatever that fan said probably might have been worse. I don't know.
Yeah, but you still can't do that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's kids in the stands, man. You can't say the F word.
Have you ever been to Boston before?
No, I haven't.
I
Yeah,
have
okay.
not yet.
That explains everything why nobody really talked about it too much, because even Fenway Park, I've been to Fenway Park. Yeah, they don't give two shits if there's kids in the stands. You could have
Oh, I'm sure.
newborn mother breastfeeding her kid in the stands. They don't care. Boston people are nuts. I put them one step ahead of Philadelphians.
They just have a little more class. Is that what you're saying?
A little bit more class, yes. Then it's a
They don't
clear
throw
top.
batteries.
I give them the cleanliness over Philly. That kind of
Philly's pretty dirty.
The man, is there anything else? Because we've hit an hour and 15, and it seemed like it went by quick.
Yeah, it did go by pretty quick. Seems like.
Oh, Max, you brought up wrestling, so Pat McAfee's not on Raw no more.
Yeah, I know.
He's back with college football, and
Yep.
he was so entertaining as that commentator.
He's just
I
good.
mean-
It sounds like the little bits I hear, he does great.
Dude, when he comes out, he's like a fan at wrestling.
Yeah, and he gets huge pops.
And then his entrance when he's going to wrestle or whatever, he punched the ball.
Yeah,
That's his shtick. That's his shtick.
big old
All right,
belt
so-
buckles. It's great.
Yeah, he's had a couple good matches. So we got Thursday on Amazon. Then the Cock takes over.
Yep.
Cock takes over for a couple days. But it usually does with guys.
Yep.
Gonna have to get Jeff some bling. I did ask him earlier before we went on. You want
Yeah.
some bling?
I'll get you bling. No worries. I just
Sounds
I
good.
didn't know it was your style, man. I'll get you some bling. No worries.
It's not
Couple
exactly. It's maybe like 12 grades below cubic zirconia, but you know what?
Hey, but you can't really
I'll wear
tell.
I wear it. I got
So, yeah,
I got a work
I got some coming for you.
I got a work meeting conference in Oklahoma City tomorrow. I may be rocking this out there.
Hell yeah.
Now, if it turns my neck green, Max, do I get to sue Timu?
Yeah. Yeah. Just let me know.
All right.
I'll put in a claim.
I'll get your $295 back.
Yeah, it's more than $295.
So, all right. Anything else, guys?
What,
Nothing.
next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday, we could full recap of the NFL and then week 2 previews.
Yep. September 21st, got a little deal gonna do on the podcast at the beginning. It'll be cool. I'm not telling you guys.
September
All right.
21st.
September
That's a
21st.
Saturday. That's a Saturday, bro.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Yeah, he's right.
All right, I'll have to text my daughter and say, what day was that again? I could have sworn she said the 21st.
Well, I mean,
I'll find
maybe she did, but that wouldn't be on a Wednesday for the podcast. So
No, because yeah, but I'll have to message her in the morning and be like, what day was that again? Maybe it was the 18th. I don't know.
The
That's probably-
18th would be a Wednesday, so
So before the end of the month, we're gonna have there's some cool shit coming. Is what you're saying?
It should be. It's gonna be fun. It should be cool.
Before the end of the month.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Anyone got anything else?
Download
Besides-
the app.
I'm good.
I know you keep
Download
telling
the
me.
app.
You keep telling me. Oh wait, I
Yeah,
had my
I'm gonna-
bling, and I should have turned my hat earlier.
There you go.
So
I'll put
all
the
right.
I'll send the link to the text again. But yeah, download the app so we can because that's another thing we can BS about too. Talk shit about.
Well, all right. Maybe I will. All right.
See, there you go.
So I guess to the nuns of the ones that aren't watching, thanks for not watching. We'll catch you later.
Take it easy.